Whereabouts are you guys off to?
Up in Roslyn, you know the Roslyn Village, they're
Yeah.
building those apartments up
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So we bought one of those about a year ago off the plan, scary.
yeah.
But we've also got a place in Haware, so we've got, you know, stuff
Options.
land there and got like perfect lake view and everything like that. So
Yeah.
the apartment will be kind of a lock and leave. We've kind of just so much to do here now. It's
Yeah.
just, we've been here nearly 30 years, so.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Time flies when you're having fun. Isn't
I
it?
know. We love it. We absolutely love it. And I know we'll be sad when we go, but
Yeah, life moves on,
it's kind of
nonetheless.
time, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few problems, and so.
You look very sore right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, it's just stupid. So, a small place would be good. We don't need 5 bedrooms.
I have 6 children. You don't have enough for me.
Oh, that'd be
6
lovely.
children. Gosh,
Oh,
you're
this worked. Why don't we had one of the mums living here,
Yeah.
and one of the kids when they were kind of in their early 20s or late teens ended up
Yeah.
Flattening, you know, we're flat.
in the wee sleep out.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, grand.
Yeah, so
So-
it has worked well.
And the house was here when you bought the house as well, so did you guys build
Yes,
it
we
modified?
we put like the kitchen and
Yeah.
the overlay flooring.
The
You know,
building was
painting.
the building.
Yeah.
They had done the extra extensions
Right.
when we came in
Right.
and everything, but yeah, we've just
You kept it very well from what I can see so far, and that always really helps. I
yeah.
lose count of the number of times I have to say you've got to look at the windows horizontal sections because they get condensation and UV and they break down. And a lot of
Yeah.
people just don't. But it's always a good indicator of how well people are taking care of the place.
Well, that's good. In fact, the painter was meant to be here yesterday to do the astricals on the outside.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that one.
Yeah.
Just that. It's got hammered by the weather.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's seawater down there, so.
Does he even ring up?
Never rang to say I'm not coming.
Oh, sounds like a Dunedin tradesman.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried because I was running late this morning, but then I got a phone call on Tuesday at 7 o'clock at night going, where were you today? And I went,
Wow.
oh, that's right, I double booked myself and forgot about
Don't
it.
feel bad.
I do. I suspect some don't eventually, but it's a hard old game. I do feel a bit sorry for the old builders because stereotypically you don't get into building because you are an academic necessarily. I have a master's degree, I might be the exception, but the problem is that you get in there because you're good with your hands, and all of a sudden they put so much in the way of admin in front of you that you just have to stay on top of. And if you're already not that wonderfully good at it, and then you're just bogged down to keep the health and safety people happy, and
Such a stress.
it does get them a bit. So in some respects, you sort of, I think the guys that have the ideal life as a builder are the ones that do work that's less than 30 grand, because then you've got much lower admin overhead.
Yes.
And just come and go and do what they do, and they're probably a 1 or maybe 2-man band.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else has just got nightmares. I had 6 staff when I last ran as a building company.
Oh.
That was when they changed the act, and it was enough to make you want to pull your hair out.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would. Yeah.
So what's made the life in times to get to where you are at this point in time? With the,
Oh, we been landlords for probably between 30 and 40 years.
yeah.
Built up and had 40 to 50
Oh, wow.
kind of different ovens, as they say,
Yeah.
different flats. And then we just slowly, over the last 10 years, sold up in a little block on High Street and a couple in George Street.
Yeah. So residential?
Yeah, and the George Street one's kind of a university one, and the others are just residential.
Yeah.
And they're kind of our favourites, and it's got a lot of storage, so
Yeah. That's it.
we use that. So all the stuff from here, you'll see the big pile in the garages next door.
Yeah.
We're going to High Street, and then we'll sort through it once we move in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no fun, that part of the game though.
No.
We're just doing a reno on our house, and it's been a 6-month process just to try and trim down the stuff we've got.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not a hoarder, but when we had all the flats, I just kept curtain tracks.
All those little things.
All
yeah.
those wee things.
Yeah.
And then I've just gone down and said, geez, we're never going to use this.
Yeah.
So that goes to the metal place, that goes to the Salvation Army, that goes, it's probably the worst place to take it, but the auction rooms if it's
Yeah.
tools.
Yeah. It's funny how much of them you build up, and I hadn't really realised until I sat down and sort of took stock and typed in my shed the other days how rapidly tools change.
Oh.
Because I think when I bought my very first drill, it was a ram set, 14.4 bolt, that cost me about $1,200 or $1,600 for
Yes.
this little battery drill. And now any single one of my drills that cost me between $200 and $600 would just destroy it
Yes.
completely and utterly.
Isn't that amazing? My son's a handyman in Melbourne, and the tools he's got, it just makes mine look laughable.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? But it's such a world. It's so good in that respect, because I think when I set up my business in the first instance, we probably had to spend about $20,000 to $30,000 just to have all of the basics.
Yes.
But now you could probably do it for $5,000. So, yeah.
Isn't that strange? It's just not normally the way things work.
No. I mean, the houses are certainly costing more, and materials are costing more, but the tools are getting better and getting cheaper.
Yes.
I think even the cheap tools now are better than the expensive tools of
Yes.
yesteryear. Well,
Air flights, they've gotten cheaper.
yeah, I used to work for Nail of Love, and I was in Auckland, so occasionally we'd come down here, and crikey dickens, I think we'd spend on average about $800, $890 a trip, and now with my kids used to think, if we buy well, we can get there, a whole family for that. You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
What a world. I wouldn't want to be an airline operator though.
No.
To think what other business in the world has constricting margins? Inflation goes one way and that goes the other.
Yeah.
Now, somebody from Ray White's going to be
Yes,
here with a
Andrew.
client at 11.
Yeah.
But we'll have to get out of it, obviously. But Gordon, the guy in the orange overalls, he'll
Yep.
be hanging around here anyway. But
No worries.
he'll go in about 5 minutes.
We're about to finish,
thanks.
Thank you.
Oh. Thank you.
Dane to put it in the clean dishwasher. That'd be rather.
Oh, right, we're allowed to put things in the dishwasher, apparently.
What's that, sorry?
I'm not normally allowed
Oh.
to put things in
Oh,
the
it's
dishwasher because I put them in wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm
Madeline
sure.
came down and she took calendars off the wall. She,
No, I'm talking about you. You're not letting me put things in the dishwasher because you...
Oh. Oh, that's funny.
dear.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
No,
No, I thought you were talking about me.
Oh no, Mads has a good eye for it, so you know, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we have to listen to it.
Sort of. She's a friend, so sort of.
Oh, yeah, you can give her a bit of jip at the same time. She just lives down the way somewhere, isn't it?
Yes, she's on this road near a Vauxhall just past.
Yeah. Oh dear. All right. Now the nosy part starts.
I've just I've just loaded it up with rubbish.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah, hiding on the...
So we don't actually care what's in them. I admit to having one shock in somebody's bathroom once. And yeah, it was made of rubber, suffice to say. That was a bit awkward. But I think we managed to look away in the nick of time.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so we don't care what's there, but you've got to try and point the camera discreetly when I'm doing the draws.
Very good.
Right, control arms are good. Soft closers are always good. Ow. 32. Oh, that's good. No signs of leak from there. 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 Or there. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah. Mixing corrector is working. And you are.
Oh, you really
And
do everything, don't you?
yeah, well, that's the game. So there is a standard. It is relatively prescriptive, but it's 2005, so a lot's changed, oddly enough.
Yeah.
But what I try and do, our modus operandi, I probably won't on this house, admittedly, because it'll take rather a long time. But normally we make plans of every house.
Oh, you drew it.
Yeah,
sizes.
so we've got a neat little bit of software that does that for us. Well, I say it does it for us, you still got to do it, but it means you can create plans like, say, this one here. This is one I was working on until 2 o'clock this morning. That you can see things like 3D models. This is where it gets quite cool, as you can hit your statistics. Go away. Redoing it.
It doesn't want to show it.
Yeah, we're always stuck a bit waiting for connectivity. I pushed the wrong button, which doesn't help. That's all right. Okay. So let's just open it. Would be good. Ah, monkey. Okay, good. Yeah. So you get bits of data like wait for the blue line. You get a lot of these sort of statistics out of it, which is very helpful. In the case of this house that I was working on, we have leaking joinery everywhere. So maybe it took me an hour on that house to do because I paid particular attention to all the window sizes.
Yes.
But it was an hour to produce a whole plan and spit out all of this useful data, which I could then spit out and do the calculations on.
Yeah.
So where are we? But the other thing that's quite cool about this is that it lets you do 3D 3D views once you've created a plan. And like I say, an hour for this one. Yours would probably take